Now here's a young lady that will prove to you that you don't need a big hotshot New York publisher to have success with your book. You could do it all yourself. And you could do it by yourself and have more fun, and more money, and more everything by using the internet. See, she wanted to publish a kid's book, right? And so she had some credentials, not publishing or writing or anything, but she was a geek working with computers, so she wanted to make a computer book for kids, so kids start learning about computers early, because we have to, that's what's happening in our world. Everything is going to be working with computers, and computers going to help you in your job. The computer's going to get rid of your job or whatever. So you have to learn these things. So now young kids, even like 1-year-olds, should start learning about this. So that's what she wanted a book for. And see, going to New York would take a process of half a year or a year, whatever, and all these snobby people that tell you why you're wrong and everything, and they don't really know. And what she's able to do is get more money than she'd ever been on a publisher, get it done faster than if she'd been on a publisher, and have control over the whole thing. And what's better than that? Than having somebody, would you rather have some snobby people telling you how to run your life? Or do you want to see what you believe, if that really happens? And if that's the way it should be, and you'll learn yourself and do it, and you could do it with the internet like this, the way it is. So watch how she did it. Well, Lisa DeLuca, man, you got 2 kids, you're a geek, you work for IBM, and now you want every kid in America to grow up to be a geek too. That's terrific, I think, because that's where the opportunities are. So you have this book that's going to teach, like a 1-year-old, the basics of computers. How cool is that? What made you think of that?
Yeah, well, I have 2 sons. They're just now turning 15 months old, so I wanted them to be nerdy just like their mother. And I thought of a cute little rhyming story, and I thought, I should make a little book about this.
But also, you're going to have kids counting binary now. So everybody will, most people my age don't even know what the hell binary is. They think it's a mental disorder. But it's what computers run on. Wow. And so you're raising money too. And on crowdfunding and on Kickstarter, man, you blew them away. You got 300 people that want this already.
Yeah. I think we got our funding goal in 3 days, so it happened all really fast.
3 days you had it. And how long is it up for? 30 days or what?
I made it the whole month of January, so I think it was 32 days.
I see, 32 days. Wow. And so in 3 days, you got your money, you're going to go to press, and you're going to save the world. And more people, people are actually in our country now are worried about women being in science and technology and math fields, but I think it's everybody. We're all getting away from that now. And you're not going to have a good job in the future if you don't have a feeling for these subjects, are you?
Yep. I know. I want my kids started early, so I figured I'd do this for myself, and if other people benefit from it, then great.
Right. Well, that's cool. I guess this is cheaper for you, to spend time doing this book than trying to save for a college fund, which will be hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time the kid gets graduating. Right?
Yeah. Too bad I didn't raise like $1 million to fund my kids' education.
But see, if you teach them this kind of stuff, they'll be skilled enough to get their own money, because they'll be giving money for that, because we have to. Like now, gosh, if you're a woman in one of the STEM, fields, it's pretty easy for women to get money to go to school for that stuff. I think, unless...
Yeah, I had student loans, and it's not that hard. Go to an awesome school and you get good job offers, and you can pay back student loans, so... I'm all for that.
If you're making a lot of money, you can. That's why law school is expensive, because people, when they graduate, they make a lot of money. Oh, that's cute. Now, also I see you have the illustrator on this. The illustrations are just adorable. How did you find this person that's doing the illustrations?
Yeah, he's amazing. I knew I wanted to have a robot because, who else would teach binary than a robot? And I did a Google search for robot vector images, and I found those those sites that you could download just the vector image and you pay per image. And I happened to see the contact information for one of these illustrators that had awesome robots. So I sent him a note and I said, "Hey, you want to be my illustrator for my kid's book?" And he said yes. So that's how.
And where is he from? Is he from Baltimore too, or not?
Oh, he's from Latvia.
Latvia. Now you know, at least know where Latvia is.
Yeah. He's awesome. I've had such a great experience with it.
Now you have a picture of him on the side and the cartoons.